Good morning and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. I will tell you that this is not going to be a long video. I recorded a video yesterday, and to be perfectly honest, I shared with you what's going on in my life and why I've been absent and what, just kind of where I am. I had an emotional breakdown in the video, and I just thought, I don't think I should share it. I just don't think I should share it. And it's not that I don't want to share with you what's going on. It's just that I am not up for any harsh judgments right now. And unfortunately, judging harshly is kind of common amongst, being judged harshly is common amongst creators and from subscribers. Not everybody. I know some of you are wonderful and dear and would never say anything negative to me. But I don't have it in me right now to take any more negativity. So, short version of what's going on. We have our son, which, I told you guys we were struggling in the last video. And he suffers from ODD and ADHD. Well, not just he suffers, everybody in the house does. And we're just having some growing pains. He's not taking well to us being home. And we're not taking well to behaviors since he's been home. And it's just been a very difficult time. So that's why I've been missing in action. I won't go into any more detail. Like I said, the video I did yesterday was a lot of information regarding the project, but it was also a lot of information regarding my private life. And I just listened to it, and I mean, I didn't say anything wrong. I didn't say anything that was might be upsetting to somebody, but I will say this. One of the things that I wanted to actually say in that video is that if you are a parent of a child with oppositional defiance disorder along with ADHD, you are not alone in this world. I have spent a lot of years trying to raise him, feeling like I'm alone and nobody understands what we've gone through with him. So if you're in that situation, just know you are not alone. I'm here if you want to reach out. You've got my email address. I'm happy to chat with you. You're not alone. Don't feel like you're alone, and find a support system. So that's all I'm going to say about that, or I'm going to get upset again. So, Bernice, you asked me about the signatures, where they go. So you have the front of your journal. Yeah, the front of your journal. So your front flips to the right. A signature goes in this crease here, okay? Your front flap flips to the left. A signature goes here, okay? Then your entire book flips open, and in this final groove, your third signature goes, okay? So you'll have 3 signatures there. And, and you may choose to, in this last one, make it a little smaller if your flap is smaller. I'm still undecided on that, but I just haven't gotten very far. I've not been able to be in here to create. I've not been in a creative headspace. To be perfectly honest, I was sick for days and crying. I can cry when the wind changes directions right now. So that's where we are. So in the video, I was going to try to figure out how to do a voiceover and talk you through this, but I don't have the mental capacity to try that right now. So I will just share with you what I did. I smushed gesso just with a card, which I think I started that in the last video. Maybe that was the video I started. I don't know. I started trying to film this on Sunday. We were sick Saturday. Sunday I got up. I was like, I need to film. I couldn't stand here and film. I couldn't do it. And today's Thursday. So yesterday was the first day I attempted to be in here. And I have to say that getting messy was really good for me mentally. Just to start without a plan, make a mess, get, inky fingers and all of that was really great therapy for me, because there was no expectation about what was going to happen on my page. So I just did what felt right, changed gears in the middle of it. It happened. It is what it is. Okay. So I will give you the condensed version of what I've done. If you've been following me for any time, you will have seen me do this, okay? But I will talk about it. So I have a shaded lilac, which I opened and smushed on my plastic mat, my Dollar Tree cutting mat, okay? These come in a 2-pack at Dollar Tree, or did. I don't know if they still have them, but you can do this on, a paper plate, a plastic plate. Just make sure it's a coated plate, not like one of the porous plates, you know, a shiny surface, something, a piece of parchment paper. But do know, I learned this in the RV, if you have a crease in your parchment paper, that's a weak spot. And so like I was using acrylic paint on the Tall Skinny journal for the cover, and the ink seeped through the parchment. I did have a minor coronary because I had blue acrylic paint that I had to actually take rubbing alcohol to get off of the countertop. I was like, oh my gosh, frantically scrubbing and hoping Mark didn't see it before I got it cleaned up. Luckily, I got it cleaned up. But anyway, so first I did Shaded Lilac. So regardless of what color scheme you're going with, start with your lightest color first. So I smushed it, I sprayed some water into it, and then I just smooshed my pages. And like you can see, there's color variation where there was gesso and where there is not gesso. So I thought that was kind of fun. So if you want more color variation, you don't have to completely gesso your pages. Because of the age of this book, I was pretty sure there wasn't any bad language in it. But I just didn't know. I love the color. I like the caramelized edges, but I just needed to play. So I started with Shaded Lilac, okay? And then I did Dusty Concord, which of course, you know, is a grape color, but it was so grapey that I couldn't stand it. So I just smushed onto this to soak up the ink, and I thought, well, we can use this for collage fodder. So I was like, that's not the right color. I didn't like it. And let's see, can I tell what page I did that on? Might be there. Yeah, I think it was right here. But anyway, so I was like, okay, so I went with a deeper purple, and I got the Villainous Potion back out. Again, smoosh, spray with water, dab, okay? And you just like all this beautiful variation in color. And, you know, you can see the Shaded Lilac's lighter, the Villainous Potion is lighter, where it's more concentrated or where there's more water in the ink. It gives you that variation of color. It's random. You can't really control it. Excuse me, which I like. I liked this because it was kind of a mixed media play, unexpected results. I'm happy with the results. Went from there. Okay, so then I took a Scripty stamp and just did my Shaded Lilac and just randomly stamped around the pages. Hopefully you can see that in the corner a little bit. It's very faint, very light. And then I got a random number stamp, and I cannot remember whose stamp this is. I don't know if it's a Tim Holtz or maybe a Dylusions. I'm not sure. It doesn't. I mean, it matters in the sense that I want to share with you the products that I'm using, but I can't remember, and I'm not digging through my packaging right now to tell you. So I just randomly stamped. I didn't care about perfect images, and that gave me the number stamps on the page. And I liked it because when I stamped over the inks, I got a different effect than where there was no gesso. Or just on the gesso, you know, first stamp, second stamp, and the differences in the colors. Just play with it, you know, just play with it. And then you will see a little bit of black stamping here. I'll tell you that my archival ink, my black, is just pretty much toast. I need a new one, but I'm really trying not to shop right now, which I will lead into in a moment. So that really didn't work for me, so I stopped with that. Then I took just, this is called Elephant Gray Apple Barrel Paint, put some on my mat, got it wet, took my fan brush and splattered. In some places, I had some really big splatters. Let's see, here's a place right here. And so when I dried it, I didn't dry it completely. There was too much paint on it. And so they had like these little wet bubbles. So I just took my paper towel and blotted, and then it gave us kind of this ink crater, okay? What I may do is just take the sound out of this process and share at least a clip of it so you can see. I'll figure that out in the editing process of this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I wanted to give you, you know, this is where we are. I did play, and this is what we have. But this is all I managed yesterday. So that was it. But I will say that I was literally crying at the beginning of the video talking to you guys, and then by the end I had a little bit more of a lighter heart. I was listening to a sermon, and I was just getting gluey and inky and just kind of got lost in the artistic process, which kind of helped me release. Like, if I don't care about the end result of this, I can let go, and I'm trying to let go of things right now that I can't control in my personal life. So I guess it kind of crossed over for me, the artistic process. I know a lot of people can art journal, and I have art journaled before, and I have, you know, I have, what's the word I want to use? Oh my gosh, you guys, I am such a mess. I have, you know, been able to express feelings in my art journal before, but it's not something I've been doing. Like, do you want to know a secret? This is a lot of negative under here. I just spewed all my thoughts on this page, then made a mess of it, and that's what I've got. I'm not a good art journaler. I don't share because I'm terrible at it. But anyway, it is an outlet. So anyway, so if you're in a space where you're struggling, you know, just do something that you don't have to have control over, that you're okay with not having control over, and let your emotions come out in a healthy way on the paper. So that's my advice there. Again, if you're a person who, oh, this is the set I was using, so I don't know whose this is, but this is what I was using. Anyway, so, okay, enough of that. I haven't cried yet today, so the fact that I'm getting choking up sharing with you guys tells me that I need to find something to do. Okay, so there's that. I did laugh when I watched the last video back. Did you guys notice that I had scored that one paper where I wasn't all the way over? And so I was really at, not at 4 and 8. So when you're scoring, make sure your paper is all the way touching the scoreboard so your measurements are correct. So that gave me a little bit of a whoopsie that I had to deal with. No big deal, I just turned it into something else. Okay, I talked about this, collage fodder, making sure you're scoring properly, paying attention to your measurements. Bernice, I told you where the signatures go. If you have any questions on that, please let me know. I'm happy to messenger chat with you if we need to. I'm really excited to see what you're doing. I do apologize that I know I had said that I would be more consistent with my filming, and to be perfectly honest, I have every intention of doing so. I just, I'm in an emotional abyss right now with life and just trying, I mean, literally it's all I can do to function right now. So there's that. I'm going to be destashing. You know, I said I need a new archival ink because this one's in really bad shape. I am going to be going through the process of destashing. If you are working on a project and you're looking for something specific, shoot me an email, say, hey, do you have this? If you need music pages, book pages, stuff like that, let me know. I have a big collection of napkins. I do have some listed in my Etsy. I have more napkins that I've picked up that are not listed in my Etsy. So I can do, you know, a random bundle if you want a specific bundle, Christmas, Thanksgiving, florals, beach or beach themed, nautical themed, whatever. I can do something like that. Let me know. If you just want to email me, that's great. If you want to, you know, go through Etsy and see that, you know, that's up to you. If you email me, I save the fees from Etsy, so that would be helpful. But again, it's whatever your comfort zone is. You can ask me to do a custom listing through Etsy. I can do that. Or again, you can email me and we can do PayPal or Zelle. So, okay, there's that. So any specific themes, colors, trims, anything like that, I can put together a package, napkin packages, book page packages, anything like that. You guys know I have kind of a stash. You've seen my, some of my craft space. And then also I'm going to be destashing my scrapbook paper again as I have time to do so. Kind of the crux of where we are right now in our emotional state is before we even came home, we were talking about downsizing and possibly selling our house. So because of things that are happening right now, that's kind of on hold, not really on hold, but kind of on hold. It's a big mess. And, but there is a yard sale, a community yard sale next month that I'm going to be getting ready for. So I've got to do that. And so my crafty stuff I'll try to work around as I'm actually pulling stuff out to purge for the actual yard sale. So, I mean, you guys know I have lots of stuff. So reach out to me if there's something you need, if there's something you're looking for. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for your patience while I am being sporadic with filming, and I'm just trying to maneuver life right now. I have a sweet friend who has checked on me every day to make sure I'm holding up okay, and I really appreciate that. It just, having people as a support system is really, really important. And so I am just very grateful for those people that are in my life that know what's going on and that are checking on me and making sure I'm okay. So thank you for that. And I guess that's it for now. So if you're new to my channel, I promise I don't normally film like this. You can go back and look at previous videos. Half the time I tell you I'm crazy today because our life is, I don't understand. It just is, there always something. Right now it's just excessively something. And we're busy. I mean, we are busy. So, you know, and we traveled for the 5 months. So for those of you who hung in there while we were traveling and were patient and tolerant of my sporadic nature, I appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, I love teaching. If there's something you want to see, say, hey, can you show me how to do this? Or I have a question, ask your question. And again, if you're one of my longtime supporters, I love you. Thank you so much for being there for me. And in the next video, hopefully I will be more composed and have a plan before we get started and go from there. I do know I'm going to continue to work on these signatures, maybe make some ephemera pieces. I don't know. It won't be today. I have to go back to my in-laws today and do some more cleaning to help them out, along with doing what we need to do here. So I'm going to go get this uploaded, get it published today. So Bernice, you have your question answered. I know it's been a week. I apologize from the depths of my soul. I apologize to you that I haven't been able to answer you yet. So have a wonderful day. I love you all. Bye.